Wow. The the revelation with this guy, Albert Leopold Ebene, he don't talk him. If I may, we understand most of these guys where they don't work for government, then they go abroad. For Cameroon government, where they know the in-depth of corruption, the fraud, the tribalism, and everything will go inside that BI government. This guy never feel the talk all this the way they talk so he day inside government. No. Or he day inside Cameroon. But I see they go for exile now. Now will open up. He don't explain detail how the BR they look up to Anglophone as he call them. The Ambazonian people then get for understand this. This struggle for the recognition of the South people of Southern Cameroon, it get a lot of things that way people do not know. This guy don't talk the thing the way he talk about the aspect of how BR they look at we as second class citizens. BR they look at the Anglophone people they're like second class citizens. You look at them like people where if you just maneuver them. He talk say before since we BR come for power, the issue of oil now it been a BR a private business. Now BR they know where how the money they go, where to the money they go. You see, that's why along these years we already talk say we saw the oil money they go. We know of this parliamentarian where be talks on time about that oil issue. They be calling for Yaoundé. They be VP fine for a buttocks. We know that pa Ngwalo Penja. Yes, for Ndian. That's why even this prime minister soon if talk no one thing so cack. But check the road, check the infrastructure then for that side. Check the thing the way Simbela Moki will be the cry. Inside Senate, it cry inside Parliament. Say there's no road. But oh yeah, the common honor for that side. Albert Leopold Ebene talk am very well. The thing we will get for Nona say the place for our people them. You know, then I say we must leave now. Yaoundé. We not get for live with them. You understand? Because they see we as this man talk for exploit, not only for exploit our resources. They don't like we, they don't like the people them, but they like our resources. We get to understand that this man talk say first fool is not a fool. Now the second fool, now it can be fool. We don't see the development the way it would happen all these years, all this time and these few months. Say that first time they be facing a diaspora they fight that struggle. Now they can realize say that picking over down there. Now they fight their struggle. Because if you look and find the amount of tragedy way to happen for this short time, it almost surpassed one way it happened for most of the past years and stuff. Now we would see probably I don't put and say live together. This. Now way they can realize say the resistance is not even the diaspora. The diaspora they be the only support ground zero. Because the resistance they for day more than they are abroad. The diaspora the more there will be more of support. They don't arrest Ayabacho. They don't arrest Seseko Ayoktabe. The resistance continue. And the way this thing don't be where we don't understand a long time, I say the BR regime they don't try all kind of things them. Where they say that thing they go stop the struggle, no. But instead that thing instead awaken the people their mentality. Say, hey, the amount of killings, amount of imprisonment, the amount of torture, the amount of killings where don't go on. If it be been a way with the for way that things they for threatening people for stop the struggle, then the struggle for those stop within the first 2-3 years away, that claim be they mass. But instead, it didn't say awaken the people and say, okay, so now so it is. Now with this man they talk, and this man, though the man just travel, oh, he never stay with the man go abroad. Now commissioner this way they'll be for inside the way they be know how way they do. Another two way talking and say how the military them, Ambazonian military, I couldn't say Ambazonian military them or Anglophone military the way they do for them. They did change and I change them because they go send them, they go kill their own people them. So they swap them. They want them for northern zone or they call it southwest or southern zone or northern zone. They will swap them. So if they rather and say your name, now for this side will come out, then go send you for that side. They will send you for the other side because they know say when you do for that side, now they will start to say, oh, now these people them, now these man they bring you problem, now these man that divide and rule tactics. Now so they will keep doing, and now so they do. And now with the man they talk say. How are military them? They get the kind of mentality, so dull mentality. We don't say you go kill a person, you go kill him. If it talks say if they give one day with all these military when Anglophone them, for instance, military talk say we no go keep they will no one fight again, one made the war end, say that war go end that same day. Now, the same thing we would talk about the parliamentarians and with senators and what they do for you on the day. So if they talk, say they no go that house. And the one I think we even United Nations, people there for United Nations, they do talk. They say the only way they link we and these people they now. Now the fact say we're parliamentarian, they still for day. Now the fact say we're military them, they still fight for day. If these two group of people, parliamentarians, the military, they leave. Say if they don't stop the war today, all then go, all then go leave, come from their own country or their own thing there for this side. This war for the end at the same time. But because the BR regime no say these people them na the backbone where they fit stop the war and bring back their country, they do give them bribe, divide them, they don't forget. See the one the way they call it and say House of Chiefs. They don't put down Northwest House of Chiefs, Southwest House of Chiefs. So that when Southwest House of Chiefs say the one, Northwest House of Chiefs will say the one. Now so they don't do them. But before then, it was one House of Chief. There was no two House of Chief. It was one. So this thing now the political gimmicks, the way the people they don't play over our people them. We our people they don't get a sense of focus. Okay, they use we among ourselves for saying our people them, they cause trouble for our own people them. How they would say you go kill your own brother, you go kill your brother. We know say there was no Southwest, there was no Northwest. Now these people they can't put this name them so that they go separate, divide and rule. Now they rule that way. Now the way that way France will use them for rule all along. Divide and rule. And that's the way that they use them. French colonized all Africa now through divide and rule. Whereas the British be the rule na indirect rule through the chiefs and funds. Where the funds they get more power back then. But now they don't can corrupt this our British style system. These funds they don't be corrupted until so when they live in our Yaoundé. They don't abandon their palaces, abandon their people. See one the way they crown etofis them, they go crown people, they give for them, think them. The one then the foolish one, then now that time they be carry beer, put and say fun of fun, chiefs of chief. Then they start regret say, all that kind of mistakes them. Nobody so we were on the Anglo-Saxon system day. So we have to realize the mistakes of our forebears, we correct them for this generation. If not,